And Sarissa cried as they heard her massacre the kits. Oh, how they cried, they couldn't do anything about it. Hello, I'm Annie, and this is Bad Squiddo Games YouTube channel. Today we will be looking at the AEC Matador drop-side lorry from Sarissa. This is because we have been stocking them, and we've also got some brilliant miniatures that will ride along, driving this right in the back. So I'm going to do one of my classic interesting attempts to put one of these together, and you can follow along. Let's have a look then. We're going in. We're going to go in live for you. Give me some truck. So this is a British truck which was used a lot in World War II. It has various different forms. Oh, the MDF smell. This has been the most popular from what I've sold so far, so I thought I would do this one. So let's have a look. What have we got? Can we see here? We have this bit, which has their full colour instructions. Sweet! More full colour instructions, which I will of course do perfectly, being a pro at MDF. And then the truck comes in these 3 sheets. So we've got this one, show you that there. Oh, that's the better side. So there's obviously the underside, I imagine most of it is. Then this is a slightly different card. It's sort of, well, this is MDF, but this is cards. So this is a lot thinner. But you can see that makes those bendy bits that we're going to get. It's exciting. And there we can see the other piece. So we've got these 3 sheets. I'm going to move to the camera down here so we can get a hands-on look at what the heck I'm doing. Let's make a Matador. Right, so let's have a look at the instructions. What have we got? Let's have a look. You can see that there, just as I can. So we start with the chassis. So we've got to put all these little discs onto some bits there. So we're starting down at the bottom, which does mean that because I'm in the I'm out of practice again. At least if I screw it up, we screw the bottom first. That didn't sound very nice. Let's have a look. So let's get these pieces, shall we? So we have this. Got to locate them. They're not labelled, but they do seem pretty straightforward. Let me just check there's not a key. There's not a key, but I know that we need all of these circles. Let's get these out. Some high tech. Some people like to use a tool to get these out. I'm just a beast, basically. That destroys everything. But sometimes if I need one, then I will use. But so far, on some of these thinner parts, I'll use something in case I break them. Do not want to do that. Do not. So we've got all these pieces. Careful to not drop any on the floor. Whee! So that's the thing. So we'll put those there out of the way. I apologise for the focus. So when it's down there, it's going to be a bit blurry, but anything cool I'll put up here. Right, so the next part, we've got all those. We need a stick bit, which I guess is this. Let's have a look. Again, these will never be as slick as everyone else's videos, but you get the real experience. That's it. So we've got the stick. We've got more discs. We need little endy bits. Ooh, that's an interesting one. Yes, we do need that. Looks a bit like a key. Let's get this one out. I can just imagine Sarissa watching this, which they eventually will. Just despairing. But it must mean that if I can assemble something, it can be a good... what's it? If it can be Annie-proof. Nice little key. Then that's a good selling point. I'll let them put that on their products. It's so easy, even Annie can assemble it. So we need this bit now, that's what I'm looking for. This back piece. Let's have a little look. I believe it is this. This one here. Let's get her out. These are so far popping out with my thumb, which is handy. Remember when I did the tractor wrong? That was kind of funny. And again, I don't think Sarissa found it very funny. Bless them. So we've got all the pieces. Oh no, got those bits. We need the long boys now, which technically the long boys are these two pieces here. You can tell I'm very au fait with vehicles. I know all the terminology. Is there a terminology? I don't know. There is not. Let's pump that out. There's that one. And we got another one. It's the only way I get things done if I film it. Also, if my voice irritates you and you just want to listen to some music and put this on in the background, I won't be offended if you mute my ramblings, but I know some people enjoy them. Right, this is where I'm going to learn about parts again, isn't it? So, let's have a look. Pass the fuel tank centre pin through the mounting plate, number 1. The mounting plate is number 2, which is the key, and glue into the tank disc 3. I can do that. I have this glue. As always, I have the foreground glue, which is just really good glue. Don't know if Sarissa do glue. It's probably another thing I'll get told off. Let's get something to chuck some glue on. I will use this other piece of paper. Splodge some glue down, which of course is jammed. Splodge it in. There we go. Some delicious splodge. As always, I am no high-tech YouTuber, so this will always be a vague attempt. So, where are we again? Let me see. We have the key parts. And I also blame having to film it on me messing them up as well. That's my excuse. So you should be a lot neater than this, or way more neater than me. And then it's any of the discs. There's loads that are just the same. Guess that can go a bit messier there. Just check. So that, there, that. And she's already in a glob of glue. But there we are. That piece is on there, and the stick cuff go through. So that goes, but how far through is the question? To the end, I guess? Glue into the tank disc. I believe so, yes. So I believe it goes flat like that. Oh, is that the right way? Yes. Please don't the discs be slightly different sizes. I would cry. We shall find out. So we have this, and now I've got to mount all the discs on here. So what I'm going to do to be lazy, I'm just going to slob some glue all the way up that shaft. Whack that there. And the chassis. When I get to the end bits, I might not fully assemble it. We will see, because I want to be able to put my people in there. So it says fit 9 tank discs into the centre pin, but it says you may need to leave out one disc to be replaced with a card disc, or sand thickness a disc to get the correct spacing for parts 2 and 4 fitting to the chassis. Okay, we'll just whack them on, see what happens. So, woo! And then we've got this bit that looks a bit like a key. So that goes... We've got another key going on. Let's get it the right way around. Which is that way. And then this piece goes so the key is facing inwards. Because that'll hook onto another piece. And then just one more little end. I'm slightly concerned that there's some pole left. Doesn't seem to suggest there should be, but the glue is still wet enough that I can tinker with this. Because it's flat there, but it pokes out there. Not sure what that means. So we'll just push it down. This is where I find out I've just lost a disc. But that seems pretty solid, so I can always shave those bits off if I've made a mistake. It seems to be flat in the picture. I'll go for that. So then I've just got to take one part off. It's definitely 9. 3, 6, 9. So I'm doing right so far. So this is what we got. This is it. You can see that. There we go. Got our first step. So here's this. Check the lights, okay. Now glue the tank to the chassis mounting plate. Oh no, we've got that. Glue the tank and the back chassis cross rail. So we now have this piece here, which we're going to glue, if I'm correct. Oh, that's nice. That will pop in there. Might to stretch a little bit to get it to fit. Let's get some glue on. Oh no, I've put the instructions in glue. Oops. Don't put the instructions in glue. That is the one tip I must give a few. So we've definitely got the correct piece here. It's got the strange double. There's two bits that look very similar. So make sure you have that correct. And then they slot on very nicely. There we go. Right, so we glue the rear wheel drive shaft onto the differential disc. Oh lord, what's that red bit? That's the centre gearbox plate. Back chassis rail to the chassis rails. Oh, I need to add the other chassis rail on first. So, got to check because the notches are distributed into different places. So that one's correct. So I'll get some glue here. A little blob in there. As always, appreciate your feedback. So if you find any use from my weird videos, do let me know. Let me know if you prefer them like this or if you like them a bit more better, a little better. I like the Blue Peter approach. It's fun. So I'm just putting a bit on the edge here just to make that nice and boxed. So I'll show you once it's dried what I'm actually doing, but it needs to be down here for the now. There we are, because this forms the basis of the whole vehicle. We're going to make sure it's all straight. So that's that. You can see the thing there. So, where is the rear wheel drive shaft? We are a buddy. So there's two that look very similar. How am I going to know which is which? There's a lot of do not glues going on here as well. So it needs to go... Oh, they're the same, aren't they? Let's try this. So we need this bit. This is the drive shaft. Maybe. Centered differential. Let's get this out. I'm going to use I was going to say the spatula. The scalpel, just to poke that out. Well, that's not working. The back of the scalpel. Be very careful. Use an adult if you are too small. Definitely don't point the blade towards your eye. That is a top classic Annie tip. So this drive shaft is not glue. Is it even a drive shaft? That's number 7. Yes. But you don't glue it. These bottom bits are always the hardest. Something else joins on here. It's number 9, which is the rear axle. So let's get the rear axle. I believe what it means is that's an axle and that's an axle. That one has the centre. They're very similar, but this one is centred. So this is the one we need. Oh, these all go under here, of course, but we assemble them a bit separately. So, I know this needs a disc on either side, that's easy. I am swapping it on because I'm looking everywhere. You will do a much neater job, promise me. Promise Sarissa, who cry every time I make a video. Steve is weeping right now. Sad weep, not a guinea pig weep either. Not even a fun guinea pig weep. Thoughts and prayers for that man. Ha, these have angles. I may have chose the wrong one. Let's have a look. So if I pop the other out, this may help. Remember, you can do yours at leisure. I'm under intense pressure to get this for you as concisely as possible. Where in reality I might look at something for a bit longer. I am indeed going, oh no! Right, are they the same? They are the same. So that... Does it? Kind of looks like it goes that way. It does. So, this piece... Now, let's splodge some glue on the end of that. It should go up to that butt, I guess. Is that symmetrical? It is. We'll put the nicer looking bit on the outside, of course. So here we have this. See? That's all the pieces stated. But we don't glue this gearbox thingy, I think. So this is the gearbox plate. Do not glue, but push onto the drive shaft. I now know what a drive shaft is. So this goes on the end here. Oh yeah, there's two bits to go through there. So you do not glue. And then this goes into here. Still not gluing. And it's placed. Huh. So that's placed on there. Does that make sense? Just going to hold it so you can see. Look at me knowing what I'm doing. Right. So, I believe what they want us to do is to glue just the rear axle, but not the gearbox plate and the drive shaft. So they go there. This is all nicely on. Can't see me sweating here. See how much stress I'm under. Must get it right. Right, we got this done. Sorry, I'll show you that. I'll show you what I'm looking at. Again, do not glue the rules to the table. That is what the instructions. So we're now here, I believe, the front wheel drive shaft and 2 differential discs. So we do the same on the other side. We're still not gluing, which is interesting. Now we get the same pieces out, but they're at a slightly different angle. These ones, pop them out. This is the front and the other drive shaft. Oh no! Don't drop your pieces. That is what a fool will do. So we need the other differential discs. I've just dropped one on the floor, so let me locate it. So what you shouldn't do is drop your differential discs and struggle to find them on the floor for some time. That would be a terrible thing to do. If you were to do that, you should be the worst. So let's pop these on either way here. Hoping I'm getting the focus in a decentish place for you. Apologise if it ever goes a bit blurred, say I'm a newbie to all of this high-tech goodness. Goodness indeed. So this drive shaft goes, the nice diagram. Oop. So it shows you there what it's supposed to look like. So one part's a bit to the left. So this is the piece here. This is, I think, where the words make less sense to me, but the diagrams are doing it, she says. That is definitely the same. I reckon we're doing it better than my tractor video, so that's all you can ask for, really. So there we are, this front axis is on. And I guess this pops in, there's another little... I see. I see. So there's another... I keep calling it a bum plate, because it looks like the seat on the tractor. It is not. It is a gearbox plate, not a bum plate. So push that onto the drive shaft and do not glue. Right, so we've got to, I think I understand now about flexing the shaft. Hopefully I've got this correct. Let's just have a look. Can that go on the left or the right? Ha, here we are. Yes, so you're not supposed to glue it because there is a little bit of jiggery that goes wrong here, and this is what it should look like. A key point to note is to make sure these are the correct way round, because it's not a centred hole. That's that part there. This you must heed. So we have this, bang! Now we're on to wheel arch panels. So I assume this is the rear and this is the front. Let's find out. Yawn, it's very hard work. So we have four of these wheel arches. They're all the same, they're not symmetrical, just to be noted. There's one sort of longer bit. Let's pop these out properly. Come on, Annie, you can do it. Oh, and I didn't break it. You should definitely give me a like every time I don't break something. But that would suggest a dislike when I do break it. So you're probably on minus. Haven't broken anything yet. I have jinxed it. Fully jinxed it. Let's have a look. So we've got our 4 wheel arches. So it seems like a slow build, but this is the big setup for the big reward. So I believe these short bits go at the front. So glue the X. I'll show this. It's in a little mess as always. You got that there. Glue the wheel arch panels to the axle ends, tight to the chassis rail. Have I got more? Okay, that's interesting. Yeah, the long bit of the panel face the back, and then shape the card fenders round. Where do they go? Do they go on the inside or the outside? The wheel arch panels. Ah, it's the outside. I can see you there. That shows you. Ooh, that part there. So let's have a little go. So we've got it the correct way. Just don't quite get where they... Ah, tight to the chassis as well. So they go like this. So let's get those babies on. My patented horrid blob of glue on a horrid brush. This is what you come for, don't lie. I know it. Try not to get glue everywhere because it will pain your life in a short while when you go to glue something else on. It's Auntie Annie's tips of the day. Top tips of how not to screw up your Sarissa truck. So this is the front, so it goes this way. So you on there, tight. Haven't got enough glue for it to be tight. Ah, what a fool. Right, so I was too conservative with the glue, which is very unusual for me. Just being cautious. Oh, now I've gone overboard. So, here we are. Splodge that baby on. Wing! And, oh no, what am I doing? No, that's not the front. No, it's not the front. It's not the front, everyone. false alarm. I know the front now because of where this is, the fuel tank. Yes, so that's the front, so this piece will go here. There we go. It's all okay. Everything is going to be okay. This is me reassuring myself rather than you. We can do this, Annie. We can do this. Did you believe I used to build Airfix kits as a child? I don't. I feel like everything I've learnt in how to run a business has pushed all the other hobby skills out of my brain. What a noob. Like an old noob. So these pieces slop on here. And keeping the shorter side towards the front. Shorter side towards the front. Oh, if you're watching this, you should totally buy the trucks off us at Bad Squiddo. You're not allowed otherwise. I'll find you. You gotta. That's my reward. If you watch this and you don't have any of the AEC Matadors yet, we have them on our website, www.badsquiddogames.com. I'll put a link in the comments. Right, we got these. Now, gently shape the card fender guards and glue to the arches. This is a bit I usually screw up, so let's find it out. So, here are the wheel arches. These are the soft bits. Soft bits. Pop them babies out. The reason I screw it up is because I'm doing a video, so it's very advised at this stage to clamp them down. But I want to do this, don't I? So they may pop up a little. Let's have a look. So they bend very nicely like this. So very carefully. So if you bend it first, you can get before you put the glue on, you can get the card to have a little bit of memory. So pin there. All the way around. Again, this is a point where you should let all of this glue dry before you start. Don't do an Annie. Let's try and get this really good. Gotta really bend it and get the memory of the card in. In fact, before I go in, I'm just gonna give it a bit more move in here with a little pre-bendage. Everyone likes pre-bandage. Then that can glue. Yeah, that's good enough. Hey. And Sarissa cried as they heard her massacre the kits. Oh, how they cried. They couldn't do anything about it. So, right, I may go out of focus here because I'll be doing some very important glue hold work. Just got to get this to hold long enough so I don't have to clamp it, disappear, and then finish the video on another day because that would suck. Just gonna clamp, so I'm just gonna hold that down with my hand and hope that this glue is tacky enough to stay on. Rubber bands are very good at this sort of malark. So we're just holding it on here. So here we have the bottom parts. So they're the fender guard. Oh no, they're the wheel arch panels. And now we need... Oh no, yes, they are the card fender guards. And they're glued. So now we need the top front tow bar and the rear top front tow bar. Check the bars are flush to the chassis as per the diagram. So, do we need these parts? A tow hook, very fancy. So now we need these two chassis bits. Some more unconventional bendage. Do not do as I do. Alright, so we got that one. And this. Snap the thing in half. Woo! So ain't no casualties. We are casualtyless. So now we're going to put the front chassis on. Front chassis, front tow bar. Come on, Annie, we got this. So these parts go there. We've got you on this bit. Just popping on there. Yeah. And then a bit more glue. We get in there, folks. Folkies. Folkaloolies. And this friend sits on top. So we make that together like a little sandwich. Delicious tow bar sandwich. Aha, so you can see the cornered parts there, how it works. Then we need to put the hook in. Check the tow hooks are flush to the chassis top as, but does not go on to say as what. But I see what they mean. So, again, go in this hole. Little dib dob. I need some sort of catchphrase for this. Bibbly bob do. That goes in there. A little hook. Now we go for the back tow bar. So, same again. I'm putting the bottom one on before the top one. Because I'm a crazy maverick. Play by my own rules. Isn't that right, Sarissa? I'm sorry, Sarissa. They're very lovely as well, and then they have to put up with me. This is the thanks I give them for providing these lovely miniatures. Models that my ladies can use. I just massacre their kits on video. But, so far, I've not failed to complete one. So there. So look, got a little hook. It's a little back tow hook so I can tofo the bofo. Yes, that is right, kids. Have I got the tow hook the wrong way around? No! Hooray! She's amazing, Annie. Look at that. It's a lovely thing. I'm on to the second page. Ha ha! Woo! So this, it's done. That's it. That's the completed thing. It is not the completed thing. So now the next page, which should be we should be on smooth sailing now. We've got the big slabs, the better bits, more fun bits. So, glue the back and front cab panels, all this so I can put this to a side, to the cab floor. Right, this seems simple enough, she says. So we're using the different sheet now. I haven't used this one yet, so this is the part with all the nice chunky panels on it. So there are 2 panels to that back. What's that about? What is that about indeed? So let's pop out, that's clearly the front, so my little ladies can can drive out. The front. It's got to be the front. Yes, it's front. And how does the back panel work? Oh, that is one panel. I thought that was two bits there. That's one big panel. Don't chop it in the middle. Don't be a fool. So that one, that one. Oh, they've put it quite nicely on the sheet too, so it's almost like a net, is it? That. Very careful with these side pieces, because they're quite small. Here we go. I haven't broke anything yet. This is tricksy. Oh, got that. That one there is quite stiff. There we go. This, now we just need this bit. I'm wondering if this one goes over 50 views as well. That would be quite wild. So I believe I have the components for the mainy bit now. So that's the back. Does that go right into there? That would be beautiful. Does, you know. Good job, Gary. So this, here we are, into here. Sorry, the Sarissa probably aren't watching anymore. They're just crying. What have you done to my boy? And this, you just slop that glue on like it's nobody's business. Where I make it everybody's business. So here we have the front and the back. Just putting those side pieces on. How do we get them on? Glue the back and front to the cab floor. Glue the cab side panels in place, flush with the cab front. So the long gap goes towards back. Glue the radiator grille panels to the front. That I can do. So these three are the grille panels. It's coming together now. You're going to be amazed. Have you chosen your Matador? Have you made one? Let me know in the comments what type you've chosen. There's 4 types. So this was the most popular, so this is the one I've... Woo! Just trying to get this out. Most versatile. So which order? That goes on there, then that, then that. So this is a lot easier to glue. There's a pickup. This is the pickup, isn't it? There's the flatbed, the tanker, and the crane. The crane. So these have to be very flush. So just add a bit of details. So do you on there? It's a little headlight by the looks of it. Very cute. These are very cute trucks. I love old trucks. Classic trucks. And then, oh, this very fine piece, which I'm sure is very suited to my glob all the glue on approach, of course. And we say a prayer again for Sarissa. It's okay, I'm only doing a rough one for you. So that grille's on there, perfect. It dries clear. It dries clear. Where's the knife gone? Here it is. Just going to scoop some of that extra pooled gloop off there. Happy now, Steve? Never happy. There. That's pleasing to you. It looks a bit sloppy, but it dries clear. So that now goes on the front. Glue a bit more there on the back. I love MDF kits that they're just like Blue Peter, but better. There is no fairy liquid bottle here. So this little chum goes on there. Very nice. Little nose. Little nose going on there. So excellent. Now, just on the seat panels. Let's get those. So that's the front bit. Seat panels back to the hard. So all these complicated things, but I'm sure they're not as complicated as they look. So we have this long T goes at the bottom, and this middle T there, then smally squarey bits, put it there, and then a T, and that is the seat. Excellent. So I guess just plop that in. Glue the truckload, bed, chassis mounts. Is this them? Oh no, we're still on the crew. Still on the crew. So I'm a little confused about how that goes there. Ah, perfecto. So I'm just going to be really unorthodox and just slather all the glue in the world under here. Who's going to see that? You! It seems an odd order, but I'm going with it. So that T bit goes in first. Oh. Come on. It's a bit tweet. Come on. Got ya. Can't escape me now. So that gives it a little lift. Very exciting. It's really coming together now. Past the point of hell. The point where it feels like it's all going to go wrong and I've built it upside down. Although there's still time. Still time for me to realise that I've accidentally built a TP or something. Now this piece goes in. It's very shadowy here, isn't it? So you can see my legs at the side, look at that. Right. Oh yeah, well, I'm going to show the lights, but no. There we are, so there's that bit. It's a shame that it's come out shadowy, but I'll work on this for the next video, sorry about that. So, now, this little seat area. Where does that go before I glue that? That looks... I guess it goes in the middle. Seat panels in the cab. Align the cab front with the tab on the back. I'm not sure what this is. I think this goes in the middle. We're going to go for that. Just blobbing in there. Blobbing a bit there. So this is the seat. Whack that down. It's the back of the seat. Will it go in? This is going to be a disaster, he knows. No, there's not enough of a hole. Maybe it does just go like that. Maybe it doesn't go flat. Well, they'll get me. Seat go down. I can't think of any other way that it goes, so I guess that's it. Find out at the end. When I do a what I have learnt. What have I learnt? That I suck at this. But I suck at this, but it all comes out well, so. Right. That's better light. There we are. So there's the innards. The innards are all done. Oh, it was done till I screwed it up. Damn it, Annie. There we are. Right, the inside is done. Now, glue. I'm pointing to the blurry part. I could show you it. There we go. Glue the truck load bed chassis mounts to the truck bed. Yes. So put that on that. Where does that go? Hey, that's satisfying. So let's put some of our favourite glue. I'm totally going for my new catchphrase now. And remember, it dries clear. Unless you put loads on, it all goes wrong. So we're going for it. We're going on. Loading up. Beep, beep, beep. Oh no, she's ruined it. Oh dang. What's that? Had it there. Oh, there we are. So that's smart. Very smart. Again, well done, Gary. Very clever. I'm impressed. Boop, boop. Getting there. We've almost got a vehicle. Aren't you happy about that? Not sure about this middle wobbly section. I feel like I may have gone wrong there somewhere. It's way too at a weird angle, but maybe that's the nature of such an unusual truck. So now I need the sides. So glue the card side panels together. Slot and glue into position. Where? So we have these. I think they sort of fold over each other, or they cut in the middle. Not entirely sure at the moment. So that's the back plate. Do we just... I think we just do that. So we've got these doddy boys. It shows them as separate there. 39 and 40, 40 and 41. I believe that we just fold them and glue them together. That's what I'm going for. Let's do it. So, big old load of glue. Really hope I've got this right, because this is the bit you can't undo. Well, you can, it's just... it's gonna tear, isn't it? I reckon this is it. I'm going with it. I'm guessing you're not actually supposed to just fold it and you've got to cut it, but ain't nobody got time for that. Da, 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 da. All the glue in the world's gonna do this. So now fold that in half. Yeah. And the back panel. So there's a bit of a lip on it, which I assume is to help it grip. Ah! Oh no! Don't drop it in the glue. Don't drop it in the glue. When I'm doing this, it's me getting the hardened glue off my hands. Oh no, not you, you're not allowed to pop open. Right, glue the panels, slot and glue into position, and then glue the tailgate panels together. Now we pop this bottom part off, the load bed, and we're going to glue these sides on. Let's get them glue-ins. We're nearly there. We're so close. Just got this in the wheels. So on the side bit here, got this lovely glue action. Pop that. So those little holes line up. See that? Let's make sure that's properly on. Good bit about this card is that it does stick. As long as you've got good PVA glue, it really does stick on. That's why I'm a fan of making sure you use proper PVA. Doesn't need to be a brand or anything, but just strong. You don't want it to be spilling everywhere, but not actually sticky, do you? So this is very tacky stuff, which I like. That's why I always use it. And I know you can get PVA for 50p, but it sucks, doesn't it? Unless you've got some sort of gold source occasionally come along. So, I've got this side piece. Hey, not bad, truck. What is that overhang? There we are. Just that was a little bit off. No, they go on. Now we just need the mounts. So that is these parts. So these are going on. So these are the mounters. Just get those out. We are almost done. We're almost done. You will be so glad that this isn't a live video. Oops. Right. Oh no! Connie, why? This is done. This is all spent. But I've managed to break the end piece out of entire carelessness, but I think we'll be alright. So, these parts, we go back to this part of the truck. And where do these go then? Do they just... tailgate panels, card panels, back wheel panel is 45 and 7. No, I don't need the wheels yet. I'm not quite sure where these go. I'm guessing. Ha! So they all go round this part here. So let's get these on. Put them on there, along that, along that. Mine's going to have been slightly battle damaged. It's actually fixable what I've done. I'm just very tired and clawed it off. I've also put way too much glue on here, so just be careful with that. Serves me right for not eating before doing a video. To fool. So, let's get all these on. And this is also going to help hold it all together. Oop. Ah yes, that's really given it some real security now, because I was a bit concerned about this sides being a bit weak, but there you go. And I can just give a little wipe down to that excess glue. You can use a brush or something as well. And then here is this. Again, side piece coming together now. We are getting there. And again, you can watch this so you don't make the mistakes that I have, because I will find all the ways that you can screw this up. Here we are, the end part. I'm going to go to the broken bit now. Poor little thing. How have I got this on? This is the back. So, look how gluey I've got. I've got into a right gluey mess. But I like to get things done in one sitting, so I think that goes there. Let's find out. Although this is the broken part, but I'm going to try and glue its little friend on as well. Oh no, it does go there. Does it go? There, there. Aha, so that isn't affected, so don't put glue there. Don't be an Annie. And then this little friend. Well, it's not going to come across, is it? In fact, I'm not If I put that there, it's going to look odd. I'm not going to put that part on, but it should go up. That's where I broke it. Sorry, I'll just show you this from this angle when it's complete. I'm going to put it there because I might try and glue it on afterwards. So we've got this. Now this. Right, so we've got the bulk of the truck and the cool pickup bit. So now we just need to affix it. It's a bit awkward just trying to jog it into the right place, but I've got faith in you, as there is faith in me. Let's get a bit of glue onto it. Can't remember exactly where it goes. Just going to whack it on. We're at that end point where I'll whack it all on now. Whack it on. Right, so we've attached the main part of the pickup on there. What you need to be careful, as I've just learnt what I've done, is I glued this to the wrong end and couldn't figure out how it fit on. But there is only one way it fits together, so that is a bonus. So if it feels awkward, you've done it wrong. So I'm just going to reattach this part here, and that makes these way more, they make way more sense. I was a fool. But, so you don't have to be. That's my job. So, it's looking like a truck. Pretty cool. Oh no, that's the bit where I... that was the casualty. It's okay, it's been in war. So, we'll look at it from that side. Just got the wheels to do now, I reckon. So, it is just the wheels and the roof. But before the roof goes in, I've got some cool other stuff to do. So, wheels. Ah, that's what this is. This is the roof, of course. So, wheels time. What have we got? These all make a wheel. So it goes rickety bit, smooth bit. Oh, I'll let you see what I'm doing. Ring bit on each one. Just pop all those out, all these wheels. Oh, it's satisfying to be near the end. I might even paint it tomorrow. When you're watching this in the future and I still haven't painted one. This video will age well. Poppity, poppity, and poppity. And that is everything. Oh no, it's not. One of those tiny little discs. One tiny little disc. Ah, it's you. They're going on the end. So when I pop these out, then everything will be popped. Just got to put the wheels and the roof on. On the home stretch now. Super home stretch. Right. So it goes cog thing, this thing, and then that thing. You reckon that makes sense? Guess it just makes the wheels nice and thick. So let's do it. I'm actually going to have to pour one last bit of glue out. So let's do that. Because it's gone a bit tacky now. The lights have made it dry up. So, here we go. So we got coggy bit. Hard bit. The little ring bit. And using a smaller brush is always recommended. Watching this video and then disregarding anything I say or do is also recommended. So there is a wheel. Let's see how the wheels go on. Oh, very clever. So they go on. I like how there's only one way for things to go on, which helps idiots like me. So let's get a bit more globs. It dries clear. You're going to kill me now. All going to kill me. So on we go. Schlop. That's not as bendy as it should be, but you know, you saw me rush it, so that's okay. And then this little bit goes on the edge. Oh, push that all back down. That's me rushing there. It's because I'm excited. Excited to get to the end. So I'm going to pop that there. Let's get the rest of these wheels. Right, so all the wheels are on. It is almost a truck. Is it impressive? I'm pretty impressed. There was a point I didn't think I was going to do it. Obviously the glue's still wet. We do still have the roof, which is on fire. The roof. So same as before, give this a pre-bend. If you haven't got dirty fingers, it'll make it better. Always a bonus general life advice. I think you could probably curl this round something as well, like that. That works. But what I also have, before I put this on, I'm going to put them on with a bit of PVA just so they stay there, just to show you. But then I'll take them off afterwards. I'm going to showcase obviously our crew. So these are pieces. These are two different drivers you can use. So I'll put one of them in there. So they're the WAF, which is the Air Force, Women's Air Force, Auxiliary Air Force. So they drove these vehicles quite a lot. I know somebody who did. She has passed in the last few years. She was amazing. She was very small. She drove one of these, and apparently you couldn't see her. You just about see her head peering over the top. So there's two options of drivers, which generally means you can buy this pack and use it on two vehicles, because who just wants one? And then these are just chilling out. So these they can go wherever you like. I'll show you where I want to put them. So if I get a driver, I'll choose the straightforward driver. So I'm just going to put a bit of glue on her butt. Just PVA, because obviously she needs to be painted and the van needs to be painted, but I just want to show you. I don't want to rattling round. It's made for this vehicle. We've made it for this Sarissa stuff, which makes it extra cool. There she is. Is she on the right side? Yes, she is. Oh, that's not going to suit the tack down, is it? I should have put some blue tack or something, so she might wobble. So she fits in there. One of her mates could be sitting in the front. There isn't another seat. But if she wanted to, it's obviously just balanced. I'll balance them. She could be sitting in there, but she's not going to be. I think a little bit of, I don't know, stowage would fit there. So now this roof fits on top. I'm going to lightly glue this because I'd like to take it off, although I'm going to take it off with a scalpel, I think. This is so I can get in to remove her. I wish I had a bit of blue tack or something right now. That would really make this, but let's keep going. We're nearly done. Nearly free. So this bendy piece on the roof. There we go. So there you have it, the Sarissa version of the AEC Matador. Here it is. Absolutely stunning. Annie-proof, which is always a bonus. Here we can see a little driver. I'll have a lovely little montage for you after this, so you can get some proper looks, not just my face in. I've not aged 50 years whilst building this. Just want to show you the little extra ladies that can go in the back. I like that they're just being transported to somewhere else. So they're, again, I'll show you that better. So yes, Matador, highly rate, and again, all these kits. There's so much hobby in actually not that much money, which is just you know, you get your hours of hobby in there for sure. I love them. You should come get them from Bad Squiddo Games because we have all the Matadors that you could want. As well, we stock some of the other Sarissa bits and bobs for World War II as well. And of course, our home front and Soviet lines of World War II. And maybe if you're watching this in the future, even more. Even more World War II. All the women. Excellent. With a few men thrown in as well. Thanks for watching this. Thanks for Andy, who's done all of the post-production and making this far more exciting than the entire video would have been. Probably would have been about 2 people left here by now. So cheers, thank you, and thanks Sarissa for making this wicked kit.